Hi Capricorns, this is your September 2018 love and relationship reading, and the first message card that I have for you is hope. So I'm seeing that some of you had hopes, high hopes actually, in a relationship working out or a situation working out in your favor, and it didn't. But from the cards that I pulled for you Capricorns, I'm seeing that the universe did not think that the situation was good for you. Okay, so it's like I'm feeling like you're emotionally drained, trying to release third party energy. It's like your cards were bouncing all over the place when I was shuffling for you. And I'm feeling like whoever you were dealing with, or whoever you're dealing with now, or whoever you were trying to deal with, this person was not, it wasn't meant for you, it wasn't meant to be. They weren't meant for you. You may have thought they were. I'm feeling like some of you may have been involved in like a twin flame situation or some type of karmic tie, and the connection was really strong, because the next card that you have is lust. I'm just trying to get the glare off here. Sorry about that. So when I look at this card, it tells me that either you were lusting for someone or someone was lusting after you. This could have been just a sexual encounter that you wanted with someone, or maybe someone wanted this with you. Okay, but I'm feeling like for some of you, you were really into someone and it ended as fast as it started, because the next card that I have here for you is conclusion. It's like chapter 1 and then it says the end. So, and it's not funny, I'm not laughing at your situation, but what I see here is, if it didn't work out, it was because the universe and divine timing saw this train wreck coming at 200 miles an hour and derailed it for you. When you get a chance, thank the universe, because some of you were either losing yourself in this situation, or you just felt like you let your guard down against your better judgment, and like everything got the best of you, is what I see here. Because I feel like somebody came in and they made it seem like, you know, things were headed in like a good direction, things were moving forward for you guys, and then all of a sudden I'm just feeling like it stopped, and they didn't even give you a reason why. It was like either they stopped texting you, they stopped calling you, you guys stopped hanging out, or something happened, because you went from hope to lust to conclusion. Okay, and if you look closely at this card, there was a chapter, something started and then it ended. Okay, and you had quite a few jumping cards. Let me just get them all in place so you can see them. Okay, let me just put them like this. All right, so you had the Hermit in reverse, which was a jumping card for you. You had the Lovers. You had the Seven of Wands in reverse, and you also had the Eight of Swords. Okay, so you have 4 jumping cards. And let me just go through these 2 first. The Hermit in reverse and the Lovers. So I see that you were in Hermit mode for quite some time, Capricorn. Okay, some of you could have been dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini. But if not, it's like you were in hermit mode because whatever you were hoping for with someone did not work out, and it really pissed you off, and you just didn't feel like being bothered with anyone at all. Okay, it's like I'm feeling like things started off really strongly between you and someone else, and this is how you saw the situation. But then once things started to progress, it wasn't in a positive way. It seemed like maybe someone needed to choose, or either you wanted someone to choose you over someone else, or someone wanted you to choose them over someone else, is what I see here. But things didn't work out the way you wanted them to, or things didn't work out the way someone, like your partner, if your partner's cross-watching, maybe they're feeling this way. If this is not you feeling this way, Capricorn, your partner may be feeling this way about you. Okay, maybe you know, they wanted you to choose them over someone else, and it just didn't happen, because the Seven of Wands is here in reverse, and you have the Eight of Swords. So this Seven of Wands tells me that you let your guard down, and now you're angry, because I'm feeling like you were thinking to yourself, like, I never let my guard down. I always can scope out something bad that's happening and coming my way. But with this situation, Capricorns, I feel like some of you were caught off guard by this person. Okay, some of you could have been dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and they came in and they were really, like, when you met them, the connection was really strong. They were really charming, passionate, really outgoing. They seemed like they were really into you. It just, maybe they always wanted to talk to you. They were always hitting you up, calling you, whatever, wanting to spend time. And then they left you feeling like the Eight of Swords, confused, not knowing what was going on. So you're saying to yourself, like, okay, well, wait a minute. Like, a couple of days ago, we were fine. We were talking, you know, and everything was good. And now we're not. So I'm feeling like that confused you. And then they couldn't give you a reason why. But I'm feeling like this was all built around a third party situation. It's like they had someone else all along, Capricorn. And I'm feeling like what they were doing was, they were, I don't want to say using you, but you were taking their attention off of someone else when it was needed. So it was like, I'm feeling like whoever you were dealing with, they was going through something with their boyfriend or their girlfriend or their husband or their wife, however the situation was, and you came into the picture at the right time, and they used that. And they were like, okay, fine, like, you know, I have someone to take my attention off of whoever I'm dealing with because we're not getting along right now. But they never meant for this situation to be serious. Like, I'm feeling like they weren't taking it serious. They never, in their mind, it was never supposed to be a serious situation. You know, you were just supposed to take their mind off of what was going on for the meantime, and then they were going to get back with that person once things calmed down. But per the Eight of Swords, they didn't tell you that. And some of you could have been dealing with an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. But yeah, so now it's like you're pissed off, okay? And it's like you're trying to get over whatever's happening, and it's been hard for you because you just feel like, you know, you never let your guard down like that. And now, you know, it's like you were just caught, like, off guard, and you just don't appreciate it. Like, you're really, you know, sort of pissed off about that. But the next two cards that I have for you is the Justice card, and you have the Knight of Coins. So I'm feeling like because of this, you're gonna get justice. Like, I'm feeling like you got justice in this situation already, and you just don't even know it. Because I'm feeling like for some of you, if you would have kept dealing with this person, it would have either caused problems for your family. So it's like if you were already in a family situation and you were causing the third party situation, and then whoever you were dealing with on the outside came into it and they had someone too, but you guys were like talking to each other, whatever, you're getting justice in this situation because that was not going to work out. So I'm feeling like the universe intervened and cut it short, because the universe will do that. If something comes into your life and they don't see that it's fit for you or that it's a good situation, they will come right in and snatch it away or break it apart, and you will be none the wiser. And you know, you might be questioning yourself, like, why is this happening to me? Because the universe did not see this situation going anywhere. You thought you did, but it didn't. But some of you could have been dealing with the Libra, okay, because of the Justice card, you know, but if not, you're going to get back to yourself. I'm feeling like you're slowly but surely, because of the Knight of Coins, getting back to your old self. And then some of you may just be focusing on your money. This could be your energy, or some of you could have been dealing with another earth sign, such as yourself, a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. But if not, it's like now what you're doing is you're thinking about yourself. You're putting your business first. You're putting your money first. Or some of you, if you're going to school, if you're working on a hobby, whatever outside interest that you have, you're putting that first, per this Knight of Coins. The next two cards that I have for you is the Three of Wands and the Eight of Cups. So I see for some of you, if you were dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, for a little bit, you were waiting on this person. You thought that they were going to come back around and they were going to give you a reason or an explanation, or you guys were going to try to work things out. But I'm feeling like they didn't, and you decided, per the Eight of Cups, to just walk away from this. You decided to just abandon it because you just saw that it wasn't going the way you wanted it to go. And some of you could have been dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. But if not, you was like, let me just get out of here because this is not good for me. Like, the feeling wasn't right. In the beginning, I'm feeling like it was. Okay, the connection, like that connection came in strong, it came in fast, and you weren't used to it. So it may have seemed like it was something real that could prosper and go further than it did. But now, after waiting, Capricorns, you're like, nah, I'm not waiting on this anymore because this is not doing anything for me. Okay. The next two cards that I have for you is the Four of Swords, and you have the Nine of Wands. So I see that you are in recovery mode, okay, because you have the Four of Swords here. The Four of Swords indicate you healing, relaxing, given the situation, a lot of thoughts. Some of you may be pondering on it because you still can't believe that you even fell for this person and their bullshit and their games, you know. But I see that you're going to be coming out of it, but you're just taking your time. You're taking your time to get yourself together, to think about things, to heal from the situation. Okay. But I also see, per the Nine of Wands, some of you are definitely dealing with fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or you were, because there's a lot of wands in this reading. But with the Nine of Wands, I'm seeing that you have your guard up. So, oops, I can't even pick up this card. Sorry about that. I see that you have your guard up now. So no one is ever going to be able to come in and do that to you again. I'm feeling like you see things totally different. Also, some of you were paying back some karmic debt, and I don't think you were aware of it, because like this situation, I'm feeling like it came about for some of you and it was a lesson to be learned in it all. Maybe like the lesson was, I don't know, like it could have been something to do with trust or past life lessons that you didn't learn before. Because like when it's time for you to learn something from karma, like if karma comes around to you and you don't get the lesson the first time, it's definitely coming back around. It's going to come back around until you finally get it. So I'm feeling like for some of you, this had to do with like trust, past life lessons that you didn't learn, or just being honest, just like a lesson in honesty in general, and trusting and not being able to actually put your trust into everyone, especially when it comes in like really, really fast like that. Because like I'm telling you, I'm feeling like whoever you were dealing with, this is how they made you feel in the beginning. When you first met them, you were like, yes, okay, this is the person for me. You know, this is what I've always been looking for, because that's what they made it seem like. Look at this card. This is the Lover's card. It's like, you know, two people looking into each other's eyes like they were meant for each other. And then for it to all go wrong, I'm feeling like that's what bothered you the most, because you felt deceived. Okay. The next two cards that I have for you is the Three of Cups in reverse and the Two of Cups. So some of you were definitely dealing with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But if not, this was a third party situation. But the Three of Cups is in reverse. So I see that you're trying to bring yourself out of that energy. Okay. And for some of you, you actually felt like this was a soulmate situation, and it could have been. But what you have to realize, Capricorns, is when a soulmate comes into your life, they're not always meant to stay. Sometimes they just come to teach you a lesson. Whatever that lesson is, you're supposed to learn that lesson and move on. And sometimes we let soulmates stay longer than they're supposed to. And that's when we get wrapped up into being hurt and being put on the defense, because we don't understand why they came in the first place. And we start questioning ourselves and then questioning our confidence. And it has nothing actually to do with you per se, but you're supposed to learn a lesson from it all. And I'm just feeling like with this third party situation, for some of you, I'm feeling like you really have learned something here. The next two cards I have for you is the Ten of Cups. Yeah, see, and the Three of Swords. It's like you, for some of you, I'm feeling like you thought you could build a family with this person, or that's how they made it seem. They came in and it was like the way they said things and the way they did things, they turned your whole world upside down positively in the beginning, and then things just started going downhill. The next two cards I have for you is the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups. More water, more emotions. Okay, so with the Five of Cups, I'm feeling like you're having some problems letting this situation go. I like to call this card crying over spilt milk, because the cups have already fallen, things have already happened and taken place, and now it's time for you to move on because it didn't work out the way you planned, or maybe you just realize like, this is not for me. I don't want to stay in this situation and continue to hurt. But if you notice, there are two cups right here that you're not even noticing. So there is a soulmate situation that's meant for you. It just wasn't this one. Okay, this could have been, maybe you thought it was a soulmate, but I'm feeling like it was more like a twin flame or like a karmic tie. Maybe you were supposed to hook up with this person in your lifetime and learn this lesson from them, and then that was it. You weren't meant to stay with this person. But there are two full cups right here, but you're not even focusing on that. All you're focusing on is what has fallen, what has hurt you. And I'm feeling for some of you, this could be someone from your past, because you have the Six of Cups here in reverse. Also, when you have the Six of Cups in reverse, some of you are still hanging on to this energy. Like the universe is trying to take it out of your life so the good things can come in, but I'm feeling like for some of you, you're still hanging on because this is in a reverse. But also, it may have been someone from your past and you trusted them. That's another thing I'm feeling like I'm seeing here in this reading, is that you really put your trust into someone, and then you felt like, I don't ever do this. I don't ever just put my trust into like anybody. Like I'm feeling like for Capricorns, like normally you guys make people prove themselves, because I did a reading for a Capricorn earlier today, and she felt almost like the same way. Even though this is a general reading, she was like, yeah, I put my trust into someone. That's something I normally don't do. I make people earn my trust. Like I'm not so I forgot the word that I'm looking for, but it's like Capricorns, you don't just, people can't just come up to you and just say anything and you fall for it. Like you guys are not that type of person. So I'm feeling like this is why this is hitting you so hard. The next two cards I have is the Devil in reverse. Yeah, the Devil in reverse and the Ten of Swords. So you're done. It's an ending, okay? But you do feel betrayed. You feel stabbed in the back by this person. You feel like they came in with a mask. I mean, well, they came in with a mask on and you didn't even see it. They had ulterior motives, or their intentions was not good. They tried to make it seem like it was. But I'm feeling like for some of you, you're still stuck to this person. You still may be feeling like this was the person for you, but I just don't see it here in this reading that this was the person at all. But I'm feeling like some of you may still be feeling like that. The next two cards that I have for you is the Six of Coins and the Death card. Yeah, see, even though this situation wasn't balanced at all, some of you could have been dealing with the Scorpio, because the Death card is a Scorpio card. And whenever you get the Death card in reverse, it's like trying to let something die out, but struggling to do so. Even though you know this wasn't going anywhere. It was so one-sided. I'm feeling like some of you were doing a lot for this person. You could have even been giving them money or just helping them out in some way. And then they made it seem like you didn't really do that much for me. Like, it's no big deal. Like, we can walk away from each other. I don't owe you anything. And you're saying to yourself, like, okay, you don't owe me anything, but you made it seem, you made the situation seem like something it's not. Next two cards I have for you is the Chariot in reverse and the Seven of Swords. Somebody was being sneaky. They was being deceitful. They were lying. They were just telling you what you wanted to hear, Capricorn, and there was no forward movement, and you realized it. Okay, you realized it. But you do have good things coming for you, because the next two cards I have for you is the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Cups. So this is when one door closes, another one opens. This also could be about money. So maybe you have some money coming in for some of you. Okay, maybe whatever you decided to throw yourself into after all of this happened, you, like I said, if you were working on a hobby, or if you whatever you're working on to bring more money into your life, I see it coming in per this Ace of Coins. And then you have the Ace of Cups. So you have a new beginning in love, and you have a new beginning when it comes to money, or just abundance in general. Okay, so if you're working to bring yourself out of that energy, Capricorn, you will. Just relax and take your time. You're going to come out of it. Okay, and then you have good things on the horizon for you. Okay, so that was your love and relationship reading for September 2018. I just want to say thank you to everyone who come to my channel and watch my videos. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if this resonated with you. Also, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at My Cards Never Lie Tarot. And I will see you guys next month. Bye.